They said the city would never change, that kids like Caleb were born to be ignored. Yet nothing stung him as sharply as the moment Logan, the wealthy white boy, pointed at him in front of the whole bus and spat out, "You people should stay in your own lane." Caleb felt something inside him shrink, as if the world had quietly decided he didn't belong. But fate rarely listens to prejudice. Minutes later, Logan collapsed, gasping for air, and every bystander froze. Would Caleb walk away or step toward the very boy who had humiliated him? The bus rattled, and the story truly began. Caleb sat stiffly in his seat, trying to disappear into the vinyl as the bus rattled toward downtown. But humiliation clung to him like smoke. A boy in the back whispered, "That's him," and someone else snickered as if the mooring hadn't already carved deep enough into his pride. Logan's voice echoed in his mind, cold and precise. "You people should know your place." The words felt heavier now, as if sinking into his ribs. When the bus lurched, Caleb's binder slipped from his lap. Papers scattered onto the aisle, drifting toward Logan's shoes. The white boy looked down, then pressed his heel onto one sheet, dragging a dark streak across Caleb's handwriting. "Pick it up," Logan said calmly, "or should someone clean up for you too?" A few kids laughed, and Caleb felt heat crawl up his neck. He crouched to gather the pages, noticing one corner bent and torn from where Logan's shoe had caught it. That tiny tear, so small it barely mattered, pierced him sharper than anything said aloud. It was the kind of damage no one else would notice, but he would see it every time he opened the binder. Returning to his seat, Caleb tried to steady his breathing. Outside, the city blurred into streaks of gray and sunlight, as if the world kept moving while he stayed frozen in shame. He wondered how many times he would have to pretend he didn't feel anything. What would you do if someone tried to break you in front of a crowd? The bus jolted at the next turn, and a sudden gasp cut through the air. Logan's eyes rolled up. For a moment, no one moved. Logan lay rigid on the floor, his breath shallow and broken, as if each inhale were a battle he was losing. A girl screamed for help, but everyone stayed rooted to their seats, staring at him the way people stare at danger they don't understand. Someone whispered, "Is he overdosing?" And the crowd instinctively pulled back even further. Caleb pushed through the aisle, dropping to his knees beside the boy who had humiliated him just minutes ago. His lips were turning blue. His backpack lay half opened, a cracked inhaler rolling out. Caleb grabbed it, shook it, pressed it, but nothing came out. The inhaler hissed weakly. Useless. Malcolm, the bus driver and Caleb's father, shouted into the radio for medical support. The dispatcher answered with a tremble. "The ambulance is stuck. 10 minutes at least." 10 minutes might as well have been an hour. A thought cut through Caleb's panic. His father by blood could do nothing more, but his father in the shadows could. Caleb took out his phone with shaking hands. "Mr. Morelli, I need you." Silence on the line. Then a low voice. "Where are you, son?" Outside, the city traffic hummed unaware as the real storm began to move. The roar came first, then the flash of black SUVs slicing through traffic like blades. Doors slammed as Morelli's men poured out, redirecting cars, forcing lanes open, clearing a path no ambulance could have made. Morelli stepped onto the bus, his presence filling the narrow aisle. "Give him to me." Two men lifted Logan gently, rushing him toward the open corridor Morelli had carved through the city. Malcolm floored the gas, following the escort straight to the hospital entrance. Inside, doctors swarmed, and within minutes Logan's breathing steadied. When he awoke, his gaze found Caleb standing at the doorway. Shame washed across his face. "I hurt you, and you still saved me." Caleb looked at him quietly. "Your life mattered, even when your words didn't." Behind them, Morelli watched with an unreadable expression, the faintest hint of respect crossing his eyes.